I get asked very often where I'm from because my accent sounds funny. Officially, I live in Malta, but I am half Maltese and half Hungarian. And today you're going to meet the Hungarian side of me. This is my mom, 100% Hungarian, 100% no experience on camera. Although I've been on camera for many years, I've never actually shown you any of my family members because it was never something that I thought you'd be interested to see in. However, recently you guys have been so curious to see so much more about my life, as well as seeing my transformations on someone other than myself. So today I'm aiming to convert my mom's hair from this A-line outgrown one-length haircut to something that's a bit more appropriate to someone as fun and amazing as her, with a bit more bounce and a bit more Stella. Funny enough, my mom doesn't actually let me do anything to her hair. She is so resilient, like myself, in making sure that she does her own hair. She cuts her own hair, she dyes her own hair. This is literally one of the few times that she's allowed me to truly play with her hair and give her something that is suitable for her and that will enhance her very beautiful features. I started by washing her hair, obviously, and then I'm using my Divina premium paddle brush to just detangle, make sure there aren't any knots, because that is the #1 step to any hair transformation. You cannot do anything good or accurately if there's anything that is hindering your ability to section and see the hair thoroughly. Now, my mom's only requirement when getting a haircut was that her hair has to be long enough to fit in a ponytail at the back of her head. So I'm trimming off the very front of her hair as my guideline to guide me through the rest of the haircut. Once you have this kind of sectioned out, you're going to be able to fully follow that one guideline and never go shorter than you have to. Now, I want to give my mom some very beautiful layering, something that is going to make her hair bounce and have a lot more movement, and I'm starting off by thoroughly sectioning her hair. If you've ever gotten your hair cut at a salon before, you'll notice that they tend to section your hair in a variety of different ways. And normally they will always go in a 2 sections parting, where they will just simply part your hair down the middle and then cut going from back to front. But if the stylist wants to be more thorough, they might section your hair in even more sections so that they'll be able to thoroughly cut your hair to best suit your features. Because of the haircut that I want to do and because I want to be as meticulous as possible, I went with a 6 section parting for my mom, because I really wanted to make sure that the haircut is uniform, flattering, and even all the way around. So I gave her 3 partings at the very front of her hair, kind of looking like a spacey character. And then I also added 3 more sections at the back of her head, collecting all of her hair into what I'm going to call Bantu knot sections. There isn't always need to do your sections this neatly, but it does help visualize the haircut through every single section. Once I have this completely meticulously pinned up, I am ready to get started on her hair. Before I get into actually cutting her hair, I want to introduce you to this week's sponsor. This video is brought to you by Love and Pies, a heartwarming trail mix made Merge 2 game, built around the colorful life of Amelia Green, a single mom moving out to the countryside after experiencing a rough divorce. If you love juicy secrets, small town gossip, mystery, a dash of drama, then this is just the game for you. It is an incredibly captivating game with its bold storytelling and insane visuals, and each character is more exciting than the last. In fact, for a special 2-week collection event, help Yuka and Sven throw a big party, reaching milestone challenges and decorate the cafe. The goal of the game is to build a thriving and colorful cafe, combining your resources into baked goods, serving them to your customers, renovating and decorating the cafe, and then meeting the cast of characters and solving mysteries along the way. If you're looking for something incredibly heartwarming, cozy, and fun to play, this is just the game for you. Love and Pies is available to download for free on Android and iOS, and it is a sweet mobile and tablets game, with over 350,000 fans playing it every single day. Its colorful visuals and sweet storytelling makes this a game that I truly enjoy playing anytime I want some time off or some colorful inspo for my next hair transformation, because they do not lack in that department. Join our incredible community and download Love and Pies for free today. Back to the haircut. I'm starting by releasing the front top section of my mom's hair because I want to cut this section first that is going to then determine the haircut along the very rest of her hair. Now theoretically you can take a starting section anywhere on her head, but because we had cut that initial guideline at the very front hairline, I'm going to use that to guide my haircut and especially guide me in how much hair to cut throughout her head. Now there are many different types of hair cutting techniques and styles that you can use when cutting your own hair or someone's hair, but today the technique that I am using is called a uniform haircut. It is called uniform because I'm literally elevating every single strand of hair on my mom's head 90 degrees from wherever it's laying on her head and then cutting at a straight angle. That is called a uniform haircut because if you were to measure every single strand of hair against the other, they should all have an equal length. But obviously, because the head is round, it will then fall in a beautifully layered manner. These could also be called the long layered haircut, which is something that I got requested a lot when I used to work in a hair salon, and I had no idea what they're talking about because I only knew their technical names. At the very end of the haircut, every single strand of hair should be one length, so to speak, in the sense that they are uniform in length. Here I am just cross-checking to make sure there are no bits that I missed, point cutting to remove bulk at the very end of the haircut, and then I am twisting up 90% of that hair, leaving just a little section along the side of the parting so that I can use it to guide me with the rest of the sections of her hair. Since this is a uniform haircut, obviously the hair on the sides of her head cannot be elevated upwards, rather it needs to be elevated outwards. And I'm using the hair length from that top section to guide me into how long or short the hair should be cut. Now, a few years ago, I literally would have said never, ever to layered haircuts. I used to loathe layered haircuts. I used to think they are so dated, and I used to be so loyal to my one-length bob cut. But recently, as with anything, I am finally growing up and I am opening up myself to the idea that many different styles exist, and we should try them all because they are all very beautiful in some ways. It is just sometimes when we see things too frequently, we tend to get tired of them. Here I am just checking the parameters of my mom's hair after going through and repeating the same cutting technique all throughout the back of my mom's head. One of the things that I was taught in cosmetology school is that you cannot be a perfectionist when cutting hair because hair is incredibly fluid. The one thing you can be is thorough, so cross-checking the hair is vital anytime you finish a haircut. You just have to make sure that all the lengths of the hair, all the layers, all the sections line up in some way or other. Now I'm just removing additional bulk in my mom's ends, going in with a variety of point cutting techniques and bridging and slicing to just remove anything heavy or weighty at the ends of the hair. I want to give this a very lived in, casual, soft effect, nothing that looks too freshly cut. This is my personal favorite cutting technique because I don't like anything that is too harsh or too editorial looking, so this just removes that club cut, straight cut effect. I wanted to give my mom a blowout because she literally never ever lets me. So I'm like, let me just go in with something voluminous, big, bouncy, so that I can, you know, show off her pretty attributes, show off her pretty features and make her feel a bit pampered. I'm going in with a medium round brush and I am just trying to flatten out any of her frizz and flyaways because my mom's hair is more coarse than my own, but I'm just very gently just smoothing it down and giving it a bit of a bounce at the ends of the hair. The secret to getting that elevated voluminous look is to elevate the hair as you are blow drying. Don't blow dry down, don't blow dry out, just go straight up. I didn't want to give too much volume at the front of her head, again because she tends to like to wear her hair back, but I am giving it a tiny bit of movement so that we can truly see the haircut in its full, beautiful glory. I'm already so excited. I know you guys are too. So don't worry, you're going to get the reveal soon, but I'm just going in with the Color Wow Pop and Lock serum. This just gives a very beautiful, just gentle defrizzing and shine towards the ends of her hair. Given that my mom colors her own hair, this is actually such a stunning hair color, and I was so impressed. I was so happy and proud to be doing her hair. I'm just giving it a final zhuzh through, and here is the very final hair cut result.
All I need is you saying yeah, yeah. Better nights, better days when you're here with me, babe, 'cause you're all I crave. So
oh my god, isn't she beautiful? Isn't my mom the most darling Hungarian mother ever? I love this cut on her. I love the bounce. I think she did too. We just removed some of that length that was weighing down the haircut and given it a ton more bounce, a bit more movement. Even with the blow dry, I think this was super soft with her features, and I kept her wishes and requirements by leaving the fronts long so that she could pull it back anytime she wanted to get her hair out of her face. If you enjoyed this haircut and want to see more, subscribe to my channel, join the Stellar fam. We're going to learn a thing or two together. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give it a go, and I will see you in my next video.